What's up guys, I'm Zylus from Ian Gaming and today we're starting a new video series which is a let's play kind of the game Scrolls by Mojang. You probably heard that name already since it's the company that developed Minecraft, but Scrolls is a totally different game. It's in fact a card game, a digital card game that combines elements of the typical card games with positioning your units like in chess or tabletop games. So I've just bought a copy of the game, so I have a completely fresh account, and since this is the first video on this game, I'm gonna be explaining what I do a bit. So, and I hope I can spark your interest for the game because I really like it. Yeah. So at the beginning you obviously, or more or less obviously, choose a deck. There are 4 different factions in the game, which are energy, growth, decay and order. Each of them have of course their unique playstyle. If you're interested in the game, I would suggest you to pick growth because they're kind of the easiest faction. Yeah, basically it. But right now I'm kind of torn between energy and decay. Since I've been playing decay a lot on my main account and I already had the growth and order as well, I think I'll be going for energy. Also, there has just been a huge update which has introduced a lot of new great cards for energy. So I will pick these. Yeah, you can pause the video and read this if you want to. Choose energy. Yes. Okay, so this is the main menu. This is my account. Obviously I'm not named Zylus because that is my main account, and this one is a not so main account. Yeah, you can chat with other people in rooms, more like the basic stuff. And this is your main menu where you do stuff. Settings, let's check. The volume is all great. And now let's take a look at our deck. Energy precon. It's unsorted. What's that? It's sorted. This is our deck. In scrolls. Those are not actually cards. Those are called scrolls. But I'm just gonna say cards, so it's not as complicated. There are 4 different types of cards: creatures, spells, structures, and enchantments. Well, yeah, that's nothing too surprising. And your decks have to be 50 cards at the minimum size. So this is the energy pre-constructed deck. And I'll just play the tutorial, I guess. If it works. Does it work? Yeah, wonderful. Here I'm not playing the energy pre-constructed, as you can already see, but I'm having like a special tutorial card. I'll teach you the basics, but then you're on your own. In order to cast your scrolls, you will need to pay their resource cost. These things here. Get resources by sacrificing scrolls. Click on one of your scrolls and then click on the green growth icon. So every turn you can sacrifice 1 scroll, either for resources or to draw 2 additional scrolls. Now I'm sacrificing for growth, so that means I have 1 current growth resource, and also 1 that is refilled to me at the beginning of each turn. So now I can play my Ragged Wolf because he costs 1 growth. This number is the attack value, shows how much damage it deals. This is the countdown. This is a pretty unique mechanic to scrolls. Units have a countdown that reduces at the beginning of your turn, and once it hits 0, the units attack or do other stuff depending on what the card text says. And this number is health. If health goes to 0, they're obviously destroyed. Yep, and this is the resource cost. So when you click a creature, you can move it to a nearby tile. Yeah, you see the battlefield is divided into these hexagons, I think, yeah. And there's a side of you and the side of the opponent, and you can move your units like this. Unless the rules on the scroll states otherwise, the creature will attack in a straight line towards your opponent idles. The Ragged Wolf you just summoned has haste, meaning it will attack on the turn it was summoned. Creature comes into play with countdown set to 0. So that's not too complicated yet. And if I just end my turn, you will see that it attacked in a straight line and dealt 1 damage to the opposing idol. These idols are like health points. Because if 3 of these idols are destroyed, you win the game. Structures. He summoned a structure. It's a useless contraption, which is exactly what the name says. It has 0 attack, no countdown at all because it doesn't attack, and 4 health, so it's just good for blocking. Yeah, and the thing about structures is that contrary to creatures, they cannot move. Apart from units, creatures, and structures, scrolls can be either enchantments or spells. Enchantments are placed on units, making them better or worse. Spells can do a lot of different stuff. Basically, you have to read the rules on each scroll. Yeah, that's true. I've given you 5 scrolls so you can keep sacrificing and summoning. Before you begin, I must tell you this. You will get 1 new scroll per turn, so you draw 1 at the beginning of your turn, and you may only sacrifice once per turn. Also, you may choose to sacrifice a scroll to get 2 new ones. Just click the scroll icon instead of a resource icon. What else? Oh, well, I forgot the most important part, how to win a match. Professional voice acting right here. Yes, 5 idols, 10 health each. And to win one, you will need to destroy 3 of them. Let's finish this. Battle start. Amazing. So, I've been sacrificing this useless, pretty much useless structure for growth. So now I get 2 at the beginning of each of my turns. And then I can, for example, play the Sister of the Fox, which is pretty weak, but when she comes into play I draw 1 more scroll, which is quite good, really. Sorry. He's playing 2 different cards. The Copper Automaton, which is really strong but is destroyed after attacking. And the Rigged, which is an enchantment. Or rigged, no idea. When enchanted structure is destroyed in melee combat, its attacker takes 4 damage. So you obviously enchanted it on here. You can see it here. When enchanted structure is destroyed in melee combat, its attacker takes 4 damage. So if that dies, most of my stuff will die as well. So now I'm just gonna move down so I can continue dealing damage to these idols. I will just do that. The Champion Ring gives enchanted unit +2 attack. And he chooses to sacrifice his thing to attack my idol. Now he has Overdrive. When Overdrive comes into play and at the beginning of the following turns, enchanted structure's counter is decreased by 2. At the end of these turns, it's dealt 2 damage. Which is totally useless. So this tutorial enemy is obviously not the smartest, since decreasing the countdown of the user's contraption doesn't do anything because it can't attack. So that's amazing. I can now summon a Ragged Wolf, a Mangy Wolf, which is a little bit stronger, and it deals damage. It's healed by 1, and other wolf creatures I control have their countdown decreased by 1 when Mangy Wolf comes into play. So this one had a countdown of 1 at the beginning of the turn, but since I played the Mangy Wolf, it was set to 0. So now I'm attacking for 4 damage. He's playing a Gravelog Outcast, which is basically just a medium strong creature. It would have an effect if he was playing Growth, which he isn't. Now I have another Mangy Wolf. Those things are actually quite amazing. I think I'll play him here, because these two now had their countdown reset, Now I will kill this idol. There it goes. Now I can focus on the upper lanes. This is a catapult of goo. This is interesting because it's a structure that can also attack. It's an artillery structure. So it doesn't attack in a straight line. It rather, if you hover over it, you can see the attack radius, shoots these 4 tiles. So that's what you're gonna have to look out for. Yeah, I will continue attacking down there. I will enchant this creature with Ranger's Bane, which poisons it for 3 rounds. This is okay. Let's position it like this. So this means if his Gravelock Outcast, you can see it's flashing. It's a bit hard to see on this particular background. Since his countdown is 1, it will attack next turn. So he could either deal 3 damage here, he could deal 3 damage here, or if he moves down he will kill my sister, which is not a big loss because she's only a 1/1 anyway. So that's supreme strategy for you guys. Summoning another one. Chooses to attack that idol. So as you can see, I'm sacrificing for scrolls now instead of resources. I'm summoning a Brother of the Wolf, which when his countdown is 0, I can let him attack normally, or I can choose to summon one of these, 1 to 2 with haste wolf, which is quite amazing if you've got a wolf synergizing deck. Now I'm gonna move these 2 up to destroy his catapult. Also, I'm dealing 5 damage down here. It's very good. Oh no. He's cast Fury, which reduces the countdown of all units by 1, so he could attack with these 2, even though the countdown was not 0 when the turn started. But I don't really care, to be honest. So I'm dealing... I can summon a wolf here, because I'm dealing 5 damage. This idol is at 5 health, so this one will die. When 2 is on 4, I can unfortunately not win this turn. Which is sad, but, well, that's just how it goes. Also, this guy is going to die because he's still poisoned. 2, there he goes. Oh, and he burned one of my units. This is like the thing of energy. Creatures are not that strong, basically, but they have a lot of direct removal spells, so he could deal 3 damage to my wolf and kill it right here. So, yeah. I cast... well, this is pretty much not important right now. But I cast Rallying, which decreases all of my units that count on by 2. So, I'm going to finish this idol right now, as you can see. And this will win me the game. Oh, great. Achievements. Yay. So yeah, we won the tutorial right now. It's amazing. Leave match. Wonderful. It worked. Now I have 2,200 money. Gold, sorry. And I have 2 achievements. Yay, wonderful. As you can see here, there's also a rating system with ranked games. There's a quite active ladder at the moment, but to be fair, my deck's just not good enough to go into ranked play right now. I'm also not really the best player. But yeah, that was the tutorial, and now I think I'm going to play a trial. Whoop. So you see there are different game modes. There are tutorials, quick matches against the computer, and certain trials, which have special rules that don't usually apply to normal games and give you lots of gold. And then there's multiplayer, which is just testing grounds, just queuing and playing against people. The ranked matches, and also judgment, which is, if you play Hearthstone, it's pretty much like Arena, just I think a little less dependent on luck and a little bit more on drafting skill, because you can, well, let's talk about that once it happens, okay? Yeah, let's play a trial. Let's play the first trial. An insult. A cocky spirit tosses jibs? I have no idea. As you wander past this shack, at first you ignore the taunts. He's too weak to be of any concern to you, but they increase in volume and become more offensive, escalating into unconfirmed claims about close family members. Your mom. Honor dictates you teach this guy a lesson. So there are special rules for every trial. In this case, destroy 3 of your opponent's idols to win, which is like the normal win condition. Your opponent's idols start with just 5 health, and you begin the battle with 2 pre-deployed eternal statues. So this one has a lot of advantage for us, because our idols are at 10 health, his ones are at 5, and we have 2 of these, which are great blockers. Oh, this is... I'm not gonna say anything about the quality of the hand, because it's the pre-constructed deck. Can't expect that much. So his creature is quite interesting, because while it's in play, he has 1 additional growth. But once it dies, that growth will disappear again. Oh, what's this? Receives 2 damage. Nobody wants that. I'm going to sacrifice for energy. Oh yeah, by the way, I've been playing like a growth deck in the tutorial. Now I've got my energy pre-constructed deck. So you can see I'm not sacrificing for growth like the computer is here. I'm sacrificing for energy, which is a different kind of resource. If you're playing a deck with just 1 color in it, that's pretty much not important. But you can also choose to combine different colors, like growth and energy, for example, and then you could choose between sacrificing for energy, sacrificing for growth, or sacrificing for scrolls. So learning how to sacrifice and when is a big part of this game. Thorn. It deals 2 damage to my idol, which is okay for now. To sacrifice Bombard. I'm burning this one. So I could deal 3 damage, and if that unit is destroyed, draw 1 scroll. I could also burn this guy, but then he would still survive, because he has 4 health. And then I wouldn't draw the extra scroll, so this was pretty much worth it. I move this up to hit the Ilthorn, which is... There's 2 new mechanics, which will be a little bit complicated probably when you hear it for the first time, but it gets really easy after some time. The Ilthorn is spiky, so when it's attacked in melee, Ilthorn deals 1 damage to attacking unit, but my Gun Automaton here is ranged, so he is not he's not getting damaged by attacking the Ilthorn, which is pretty great, frankly. So I now move it down again to protect it from the attack of the Vader. And I could Spark here, but there's not really a good target. Maybe this? No, not really. And now this guy is gonna get attack, which is really interesting, because he's another artillery. Whoop. And attacks a randomly selected tile on opponent's board. So he's just gonna fire and... Oh my god. Well, that's That's just skill. It's nothing to do with luck at all. It's just I knew that was coming. Okay, luckily he has 2 more of these. I need to really need to kill these. I have a spark in my hand, deal 2 points of damage to target unit. So this is gonna get really good against those. But first, I want to summon a cannon automaton, which takes up all of my resources. He's like the big brother of the gun automaton. He has 524, which is really strong, and he also has armor, so he takes 1 less damage from all attacking units. And now instead of exposing my gun automaton here, I'm just gonna let him attack the idol. And a wildling. I think these are oh. Okay, I'm going to spark this. And I'm playing a copper automaton here and a scatter gunner here. And that's my turn for now. Let's see if I hit anything. Oh god. What's wrong with my luck? This guy's amazing. And he's got another one of those strong. What's this? Creature can attack a number of structures on that side. Oh, that's quite fine actually. But I'm gonna sack it anyway. So let's just harass his idols a little bit. Then we can really afford to place it here, even though it's not protected by the statues. It will not die this turn, probably. And it's also not a very important unit, so I'll keep him distracted. Now, I'm destroying this idol, I'm getting this on 1 health, and I'm getting this to 1 health as well. So he's really on the point of losing. So now my scattergunner will finish off this idol. And I'm sacrificing one of the biggest and baddest creatures energy has, which is the Iron Ogre. He's 7/6. Unfortunately he has 3 countdowns, so he's a lot slower in attacking than the other creatures. But he has armor 1, which I already explained, and he's relentless, which is like trample damage if you play Magic the Gathering. Usually if you're attacking in a line, you will stop when you kill the first unit. But this guy is just gonna continue attacking until his attack is spent, by the way. Wrong words. You know what I want to say, I hope. Oh wow. 3 out of 3. Not too bad. He's hitting my statues, which is perfect for me, because they're regenerating health. And that's my win right here. Concentrated fire. Target unit with ranged or lobber. Lobber is what most of the artillery units have. Will make an extra attack after its next attack. So if I play that here... Ooh, yay. This one attacks twice. So you could kill the Whiteling and finish off the idol. And now I've gained a lot of gold. Like, that's my gold for playing. It's a little low because it's a computer game. It will get much higher if you're playing against humans. But I also got 250 because of the trial challenge. Trial challenge is like double the thing. A lot of new achievements. And now I've got 526, I think, extra money. So that's like an amazing way to quickly get gold. And yeah, that's it for a first look, I think. leave a comment or a rating if you're interested in watching more of Scrolls. I will definitely be doing, even if you don't want to. Yeah, next time we're going to take a look at the store, how to increase your collection. We're also gonna customize our avatar. Maybe I will just do that between the videos. And we might play against real humans. So thank you for watching. This was Zylus from EM Gaming. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.